The Fantastic Four first step suffers from numerous flaws, including a weak script, a predictable storyline, and so much more. While there's a lot of surface level criticisms, I'll be diving deeper by analyzing the film's abundant plot holes and its poor use of key narrative elements. But don't worry, I'm not one of those guys that watch fantasy movies and think that everything should be realistic.
I'm built different.
What I will be doing is pointing out all the massive inconsistencies in this movie. And honestly, I have a lot of problems with this film. But I'll be going over about 6 or 7 major plot holes that shows just how bad the writing is. And don't bother spamming 6-7 in the comments because I make sure you can't. Now, let's get started. Miss Fantastic is shown to be able to easily manipulate things that weigh multiple times more than the average person. She pushed Galactus, who weighs over 16,000 kilograms, and she was able to overpower him so much he had to hold skyscrapers to stop himself from falling, which shows without a doubt that she is stronger than him. So can someone explain to me why on earth did the Surfer chase scene last so long, since she was able to overpower someone who weighs more than 150 times what she does? Realistically, she would have easily ripped the Surfer apart. She would have had her looking like Gojo after fighting Sukuna, but all she did was throw her around. And don't even say it's because she was in labor, because she was literally able to turn their spaceship invincible while giving birth. And if you think she didn't rip her apart because she has a no-kill rule, she doesn't. She literally tells Johnny to gun her down 10 minutes later. So why didn't she do it when she had the chance? The answer is simple. She could have and would have, but if she did, the movie would have been over. This is why I always say, if you can't write around overpowered characters, don't write them into your story. On a side note, Silver Surfer didn't even have to chase them. She could have faced through the walls and destroyed their spaceship, which stops any chance of them going home. Or better yet, she could have destroyed the spaceship while they were talking to Galactus. That way, they couldn't escape and Galactus would get the baby. There's an insane amount of plot holes in just this one scene. Later on, after they were able to escape from the Silver Surfer, they came back to Earth and were asked if they were able to negotiate a good deal. And you think that Mr. Fantastic, being the smartest person in the Marvel Universe, would say something that's not just encouraging, but also instills trust and hope, right? Wrong. He told them the truth. He said Galactus asked too high of a price, and the price was just their unborn child. Wait, don't get me wrong, I love kids. Whoa. I did not mean it like that. Okay, so chill. What I meant is giving up a kid to save 8 billion people is the easiest choice in the world. That's the equivalent of asking if you'd rather have $1 million or cancer. But they still said they won't give up their child. Since he won't give up his child to save the world, surely he won't tell the other 8 billion people that's what actually happened, because that will definitely lead to riots and protests all around the world, right? Wrong again. That's exactly what they told people. It honestly makes no sense to me why they told that to people. The best thing would have been to say Galactus act for half of the population, or come up with something that undoubtedly wouldn't lead to riots. I failed all my classes, and even I know that telling the truth in that situation was a terrible idea. After the speech, people started protesting and rioting all across the world, which is expected because you just told them you're going to let them get eaten by a space alien because you're too selfish to sacrifice your kid for the greater good. Honestly, the riot scene was the poorest written scene in this entire movie. People have literally gone to war over a bucket, not a golden bucket, nor a spiritually significant bucket, just a normal bucket. And you expect me to believe that people just found out they are going to die and all they did was raise up posters and protest. Realistically, people would have stormed the Fantastic Four tower, taken the baby, and left it in Times Square for Galactus to pick up like a DoorDash order. Apart from Miss Fantastic, no one else in that team is a threat. The others are basically a bag of rocks, a lighter, and a glorified rubber band. With enough planning, the government can easily take them out. And if you're wondering how they were able to stop all the riots, they stopped them by talking to them. You genuinely expect me to believe that a mob of over 10,000 people stopped protesting because you talked to them? That scene is so poorly written that I'm sure a 3-year-old could come up with something better. And after the riot happened, they came up with a way to save the Earth, but Silver Surfer ruined their plans. And right before she destroyed their last bridge, the Human Torch stops her by speaking her language. How, you may ask? I don't know. He somehow deciphered her language after hearing just 3 words. That alone is so stupid. If you don't understand just how dumb it is, let me break it down for you. That's the equivalent of you learning Chinese after hearing Ni Hao. That's like someone saying they learned English after hearing a British man say, "Oh, you mate, can you pass me a bowl of water?" Honestly, it makes no sense. In my day, I've seen some pretty crazy plot holes, but this takes the cake. I expected a lot more from a film with a $200 million budget. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. It will literally mean the world to me and motivate me to keep going. I am just one guy doing everything, so please help a brother out. This next point will make you realize, if you haven't already, just how poorly thought out this movie. In this scene, Galactus comes down from his throne to get the baby. But why? Why on earth does he have to? He said that he had technology capable of beaming a spaceship that weighs God knows how much. So why didn't he just beam up the baby? That would have been infinitely easier. And they can't even say he didn't think about it because Galactus is literally smarter than all human beings. So he would have thought about it. At this point, the writing is ridiculously bad. But I'll give you one more point. Now, let me take you back to the beginning. Remember when I said Miss Fantastic pushed Galactus? How on earth did that happen? When you Google how she was able to do it, it basically says she got angry because she took her baby. That makes no sense at all. That's like my mom defeating Mike Tyson because he took me from her. But let's say somehow, some way she was stronger than him. What's stopping him from destroying the bridge? Remember, he's smarter than all humans, so if I could think about that, why can't he? If you reach this far, please drop a like and subscribe. It means the world to me. Thank you.